Happy healing, happy healing, happy healing. It's me, Charity, also known as Black Sunshine. And today we are going to talk about the overlapping symptoms of topical steroid withdrawal, also known as TSW, and mold toxicity. There is nothing worse than suffering in silence, as well as suffering with the wrong diagnosis. So if you are currently going through TSW and you feel like you're not getting any relief or any progress, please continue to watch this video because it may be deeper than you know. At the height of my TSW, I was super inflamed, very itchy, exhausted, in a lot of pain and agony, and mentally drained. I was not getting any better, even though I knew that was part of the process. I was continually getting worse. I was developing brain fog. I couldn't finish a sentence. Muscle and pain weakness. I developed a lot of sensitivities from light and sound, food, and chemicals. 5 symptoms that truly overlap with mold toxicity and TSW are going to be skin rashes. That is the number one. And the symptoms that come with skin rashes, which is dry skin, you get the patches, it's scaly, hyperpigmentation, very itchy. Another symptom is also insomnia. You can't sleep, depression and anxiety. You can get weight loss and weight gain, or histamine intolerance. 5 symptoms that we know are caused by mold toxicity but could be questionable if you have TSW are going to be light sensitivity, congestion and drainage, respiratory issues, chemical sensitivity, and electrical shocks. So if you have TSW and you have those 5 symptoms, those are symptoms that are not supposed to be known that are coming directly from TSW. Those are more symptoms that are catered that are coming from mold exposure or mold toxicity. So going from doctor to doctor after developing all of these symptoms, I finally found a naturopath who ran the correct blood work, who determined that I had elevated eosinophils, which she stated that there possibly could be mold in my environment, which I had highly suspected before. There was times when I would leave the environment and I would come back into it and I would get extremely itchy to the point to where I had once told my daughter that I was allergic to the apartment, as well as there was visible mold that had occurred in my master bath shower. It was the black mold. I notified the maintenance people and they just came and scraped it off, which after doing further research, that only made it worse because it makes the spores more sporadic. And that is when my TSW really took a big hit and that mold exposure was really kicking in and my body was deteriorating. What I learned through this process is to always trust your instinct and to listen to your body. I could have possibly alleviated my illness from getting so worse as it was if I would have listened to my body and my instinct in the beginning, because me reacting to the apartment and me noticing how I was itching when we would leave and come back was very early on, as well as the black mold that I had saw within the tub and the maintenance man said it wasn't. And obviously me not being educated with mold, I ran with that. So that is something that I learned the most, is to trust your body and trust your instincts. So have you ever experienced symptoms that didn't make sense? I want you to drop a green heart in the comment section and let's talk about it. Because TSW is real, mold toxicity is real, and it's not talked about enough, and it can be very isolating. This is a safe space for you to learn, to grow, and to heal. I am still healing myself, and we can do this together.